Goodbye, my son. Hopes and dreams travel with you.
He'll be an outcast. They'll kill him.
How? He'll be a god to them. What if a child dreamed of becoming something other than what society had intended? What if a child aspired to something greater?
My son was in the bus. He saw what Clark did.
You're the answer, son. You're the answer to are we alone in the universe?
Can I just keep pretending I'm your son?
You are my son. And I have to believe that you were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes the rest of your life, you owe it to yourself to find out what that reason is.
How do you find someone who has spent a lifetime covering his tracks? For some, he was a guardian angel. For others, a ghost who never quite fit in.
You will give the people of Earth an ideal to strive towards. They will race behind you. They will stumble. They will fall. But in time, they will join you in the sun. In time, you will help them accomplish wonders.
You believe your son is safe? I will find him!
My father believed if the world found out where I really was, they'd reject me. He was convinced that the world wasn't ready. What do you think?
What's the S stand for?
It's not an S.
In my world, it means hope.
Well, here is an S. How about super?
Excuse me.
How y'all doing, folks? I don't know if I did a trailer reaction before to Man of Steel. I don't remember. My memory's been getting fucked up lately. Aggravating day at work, so I'm just unwinding now. I'm tired and stuff. I see Michael did a video. I haven't seen the video yet of the new trailer. The third trailer, not the trailer to the trailer, but actual trailer to Man of Steel. And I wasn't very sure about the first trailer I saw, but this is the third trailer. This is the one where pretty much, I mean, it's Man of Steel, you guys know. Christopher Nolan is producing this film, but Zack Snyder is directing this film. And from what I've seen in this trailer, I could say this to me looks like a Zack Snyder film, which I'm not worried about, pretty much. Because I see Superman throwing a punch, I see an action sequence. Don't know when it'll come into the film, because it's going to be a journey, you know, for him to put on the suit. And they're going to have to wait all these seasons, like what happened with TV, you know, with fucking Smallville or whatever. Henry Cavill, I think his name is, who's playing Superman, Clark Kent, and stuff like that. With that score playing and Michael Shannon as General Zod. Seems like he might do his own thing. The movie seems like it wants to be its own thing. And you gotta remember, Zack Snyder is the same guy who gave us Dawn of the Dead. And Dawn of the Dead is its own movie. Granted, it has similar things in there, like, you know, with being in the mall. And like, I love Dawn of the Dead. I'm not saying I'm gonna love this as much as Dawn of the Dead. I don't know if I put love in there, but the last trailer just felt intriguing. I don't know what it is. I mean, it didn't. Like, I think about with Superman Returns, like somebody said, Superman Returns is trying to be Superman 2.0 and stuff like that. Like, it's trying really, really hard to disregard 3 and 4 and all that stuff like that. I hated Superman Returns. I was disappointed by that. This one seems like, I don't know. It's an origin story again, yes, but it seems like it will do its own thing. If that makes any sense, you know. I want to go in with some hope. Who knows? I could be let down. If I'm let down by it, the movie's going down. It's getting knocked the fuck down. It's getting a smackdown pretty much. But I don't know. This last trailer just seemed hopeful. I don't know why. Maybe because last time Zack Snyder did anything was fucking Sucker Punch, and I wasn't the biggest fan of Sucker Punch. But I don't know. Something about this seems like it really, really wants to be its own animal. You know, granted they're not using the John Williams Superman March because they want to do their own thing. I don't know if that score you hear right there in the trailers, if that's going to be used in the finished film or what. Russell Crowe as Jor-El. Alright. You know, granted I know the attack on Krypton reminded me something out of J.J. Abrams' Star Trek movie or something. That's what made me think of and stuff. And everything like that. You know, I know the whole thing about Kevin Costner saying that you shouldn't have saved those kids. You know, I don't know. Maybe there's more to that than him just saying that and stuff. Because he's afraid he might be found out or people will disregard him as a freak. Who knows? Whatever. The thing, the last shot with... I got a little smirk out of it. You know, what does the S stand for? We should call you. And then bloop, he has to leave. But he's punching somebody at least. Because Superman Returns, Brandon Routh didn't do shit. What did he do? He stopped some fucking airplane, or not airplane, where there's 747 with a space shuttle on top of it. He stops that. He runs around, does this shit, that shit, saves Parker Posey, lands on some rock, and turns out to be kryptonite there. And Kumar videotaped with some motherfuckers are beating him up. And Lex Luthor shanks him. Wibbity-doo. I don't know. It seems like it wants to be its own animal. You know, I don't know. Maybe because I'm so hungry to see a Superman movie again that's worth a fuck, to be honest. I'm not saying this movie is going to be better and overshadow Christopher Reeve's films. That's never going to happen. I'll tell you right here, right now. Christopher Reeve is Superman. Alright? Christopher Reeve is Superman. That's written in stone, pretty much. Nobody, not Henry Cavill, not Brandon Routh, is gonna change that. And stuff. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm a little hopeful on this movie, and after seeing this trailer, because I was worried this was gonna be a Chris Nolan film that Nolan was gonna take over. Who knows? Maybe, but the action sequence I seen, I could say that's Zack Snyder. That's not Chris Nolan. Because nothing I've seen Chris Nolan do could get all the action sequences I've seen. Now, who knows? Maybe these action scenes will come in the third act. They may not come in the beginning of the film. If the movie moves at a fast pace, I can say Zack Snyder. If it's moving at a snail's pace, Chris fucking Nolan. And his brother Jonah, or whatever. I don't know if Jonah Nolan had a hand in writing this. I think Zack Snyder wrote some of this, so maybe we should be a little worried. Because Zack Snyder as a director? Yay. As a writer? I don't know. Don't know. So, I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. I know Matt and Mike, they're not too shabby on Man of Steel. It's understandable. It's cool, you know. But Mario, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Aaron, I'd like to hear your thoughts. I'm gonna go check out Michael's video now. I know he did a trailer reaction to this. I'm gonna check that out right now while I'm uploading this. Marv Kevin, Tony, you know, I sent him the trailer. If he's on tonight or whatever, he's back and stuff. Hear what his thoughts are on this trailer and stuff. So it's the third trailer pretty much, but it looks epic. I like that music, you know, the build up to it. I feel like it's gonna be a journey that's gonna be its own journey. It's not gonna, I guess, connect or try to, you know, imitate Richard Donner's original film. Which that's a lot we can ask for, pretty much. Okay, a movie that could be on its own, it could stand on its own 2 feet. And it seems like Zack Snyder, along with Chris Nolan, are gonna do that at least. So let's see. Will they give us an entertaining film as this fucking trailer is? I hope so. I want to believe. I do. I mean, I don't want to go into a film hating it sometimes, but I want to believe. I want to believe. So let's see what happens. You know, like I said before, and I'm gonna say it one more time again before I shut this video off. This film will never, ever overshadow the Christopher Reeve Superman films. Never. It will kick the shit out of me with Superman Returns. I'll say that. Because I was not a fan of Brandon Routh, Superman Returns. Bryan Singer. That was a boring film. Superman does nothing. He stalks Lois Lane. Oh, Lois Lane has a kid. It's Superman's son. This will have to be during the time when he gave up his powers, I guess. So Superman powers in the kid, or whatever, fine. Would have been interesting what they would have went with that, but that's neither here or there. But we're getting this film, which okay, so be it. And everything like that. But you know, I don't mind the new suit for what it is, fine. Once again, it's trying to be its own thing. You know, I love Christopher Reeve's Superman costume. I love it. And stuff, but hey, you know, see what happens. But thank you all for tuning into this trailer reaction, and I'm out of here. I will look forward to your feedback down below, and you all take it easy. Later.